The winds of change are swirling around Soldier Field, folks. As we stand at the precipice of a new season, the Chicago Bears are feeling the weight of both opportunity and regret. With the specter of Zadarius Smith slipping away to the Philadelphia Eagles, the hopes of Bears fans for a powerhouse edge rusher are beginning to feel like a mirage in the desert, closer yet frustratingly out of reach. Are the Bears about to miss out on yet another chance to bolster their defense, or will they pull a surprise from their playbook that leaves us roaring with anticipation? The clock is ticking, and every moment counts. In Chicago, anticipation has become second nature. Every draft day buzz, every free agency rumor, every trade whisper shapes the narrative of our beloved Bears. And right now, it's hard not to feel the echoes of past heartbreaks washing over us. We had visions of a ferocious defensive line led by the likes of Zadarius Smith, knowing full well the historical dominance that a great edge rusher can bring. A player who could have followed in the footsteps of legends like Richard Dent or Julius Peppers and transformed an ordinary season into something special. Instead, we're left grappling with what could have been, a narrative that feels eerily familiar to the generations of Bears fans who have witnessed hopes rise only to be dashed at the last moment. Another lingering question. What could a legendary edge rusher like Smith have brought to our defensive scheme? What would his presence mean in terms of pressure on the quarterback and making opposing offenses think twice before lining up against our ferocious defense? While the Eagles celebrate their newest acquisition with Super Bowl aspirations, we are left pondering if the grass is truly greener on the other side and what our Bears will do to fill this glaring need on the roster. This is Bears News Fan. Report, your ultimate destination for the latest Chicago Bears buzz and hard-hitting analysis. If you're following along with the Bears drama, if the prospect of a thrilling season has your heart racing, make sure to hit that subscribe button. This is where every nugget of information matters, and we're here to keep you in the loop. Don't miss out. Be part of the Bears Nation as we dive into this pivotal moment in our team's journey. So, what's next for the Chicago Bears after watching an opportunity slip through their fingers? We've got news that could shake things up just when we thought the roster was settled. The Bears are not just sitting idly by. They brought in 4 edge rushers for workouts, seeking to find that diamond in the rough. And trust me, this is more than just a last-minute scramble. This is about redefining our edge positions and ensuring we have the depth needed to make a playoff push. First up, one of the most notable names being considered is Isaiah Foskey. A former star at Notre Dame and the 40th overall pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, Foskey has all the physical attributes, standing at 6'5", and weighing 270 pounds. Yet, despite his college prowess, he has struggled to find his footing in the NFL. With only 25 total tackles in 27 games and 0 starts, it's clear that he's not been utilized in the way that could showcase his talent. But we know Dennis Allen and his keen eye for talent. He drafted Foskey and still believes in his upside. The Bears bringing him in could be a low-risk, high-reward situation. Imagine him working alongside our current defensive league, developing into a key player just when we need it most. Then we have Cole Miles, another edge rusher who hails from Texas Tech. This guy was a beast in college, over 10 sacks in multiple seasons, but hasn't seen significant action since being drafted in the 7th round by the Jacksonville Jaguars. His size at 6'6" and 278 lbs fits the ideal mold that defensive coaches salivate over. He might have been overlooked due to past injuries, but if the Bears can muster some magic from their coaching staff, Miles could shock the league. Let's not overlook Curtis Jacobs, a versatile player who, while primarily a linebacker, has edge capabilities. His time with the Patriots and Titans has seen limited opportunities, but the kid can play. At 6'1" and 241 pounds, he has agility and skill that could allow him to fill multiple roles in a pinch, especially with the current injuries plaguing our defense. Could he be the answer to our depth concerns at linebacker and edge? And finally, we have a newcomer in Hayden Harris, an undrafted free agent who has hung around multiple practice squads but made some noise at UCLA and Montana. During his last year, he achieved impressive stats, 58 tackles and over 9 sacks, a reminder that talent can emerge from lesser-known programs. He may not have any NFL stats yet, but with the right guidance, he could develop into a contributor for the Bears. So, what does this mean for the Bears as we gear up for the season? The stakes couldn't be higher. If any of these players, Foskey, Miles, Jacobs, or Harris, can step up and contribute effectively, the Bears could transform their defensive line and upend the narrative from a team content with mediocrity to one in contention. The ripple effect of adding one or more of these guys could redirect the momentum for the entire season, building a defense that might become the talk of the league. But for now, we wait. Will the Bears pull the trigger on a signing that can finally fortify our edge rush? Will history repeat itself or change the narrative? Keep your eyes peeled, Bears fans. The answers are just around the corner and the excitement is palpable. As we get closer to kickoff, remember to keep those comments coming. What do you think? Should the Bears take a chance on these edge rushers? Comment below and let your voices be heard. Stay tuned as we navigate these thrilling waters together. The Bears are on the hunt, and the season promises to be one for the ages. Bear down, Bears Nation. Bear down! Bears fans, I'm furious, and you should be too, as whispers swirl around the front office like the summer storm clouds gathering over Chicago, promising thunder and lightning just as we stand on the cusp of our beloved Bears season. If you bleed Chicago blue, subscribe now. We ride this storm together because with every passing hour of speculation, it's becoming painfully clear that the Bears are at a crossroads that could determine the fate of our franchise. What does it mean when the echoes of Darius Smith's departure are mixed with the anticipation of fresh faces? Are we witnessing the beginning of a chaotic chess game where the stakes are sky high? Picture this. A locker room split between veterans and newcomers, a GM caught in the crossfire choosing between calculated risks and desperate moves, while our NFC North rivals circle like hawks waiting for the slightest misstep. The tension can be felt from the stands of Soldier Field to the inner sanctum of Hollis Hall, where the uncertainty is thicker than the infamous Chicago fog rolling in from the lake. What if the front office is thinking that they can make waves in the final hours of free agency with a bold trade or a shocking signing? A cavalcade of what-if scenario plays through the minds of fans. Just imagine the roar of Soldier Field if the Bears pull the trigger on a deal that lands a proven edge rusher or a surprise pick from the rubble of this tumultuous offseason. But with each unmade move, with every hour ticking toward the impending season, doubt seeps into the fabric of the fan base. The historical shadow of past disappointments lingers, and we can't shake the feeling that we've been here before. Moments when the Bears had a chance to seize greatness, only to drift into mediocrity. Should we tremble at the thought of becoming a footnote in the histories told during long winter nights, sharing stories of legendary players like Butkus, Ehrlicher, and Hester, who once electrified Chicago? Just as those icons carried hopes and dreams of resounding playoff glory, will the decisions made or not made in these crucial moments define the next chapter in our story? What's worse, settling for another ordinary season or risking it all for a transformative change that could set us on a new path? The crunch of cleats on the turf, the roar of the crowd, the smell of tailgate smoke wafting through the air. All of it hangs in the balance as we await the moves that could either echo the glory days of '85 or plunge us deeper into the abyss of missed opportunities. Could this newfound pursuit of Isaiah Foskey, Cole Miles, Curtis Jacobs, or Hayden Harris rewrite the narrative before the curtain rises on our 2023 campaign? The stakes couldn't be higher for a fan base marching through the storm, torn between hope and despair as we watch the days slip away. This isn't just about filling spots on a depth chart anymore. It's about reanimating a franchise that feels disembodied from its past glory. The decisions made in these fraught hours could have rippling effects across the entire franchise. A botched signing might push the team further into the dark, while a shrewd pickup could ignite a spark, bringing a hardened resolve just as the season kicks into high gear. As we count down toward kickoff, the burning question lingers. Will Ryan Poles and the Bears front office summon the courage to make the moves necessary to reclaim the narrative of this franchise? Would you pull the trigger knowing it could define the next decade? This moment could either solidify our rise or usher in another chapter of turbulence. The clock is ticking, and the fate of Bears Nation hangs on the actions taken or not taken in these crucial days ahead. Keep your eyes peeled, Bears fans. The winds of change are upon us, and it's going to be a wild ride.